You might think China is simply catching up in the car industry, but the reality is very different. While other nations are still debating the future of transportation, China is already making it happen. From floating SUVs to self-flying taxis, the country is rewriting mobility rules at an astonishing pace, forcing Western companies to scramble just to keep up. So what exactly is fueling this revolution? And why is the US falling so far behind? Join us as we explore the cutting-edge breakthroughs redefining how people move. Yangwang U8. Forget everything you thought you knew about SUVs. The Yangwang U8 isn't just changing the game, it's creating a whole new one. Imagine being caught in a flood, but instead of panicking, you press a button and your car starts floating. Well, it's real, and it's happening right now. And here's the kicker. It's priced at 1.98 million yuan, making even Tesla nervous. In just 3 months after its launch, the Yangwang U8 sold 3,653 units. That's nearly half the number of Tesla Model X SUVs sold globally in the same period. And this is just one model from one Chinese automaker. You might think, this is impressive for China, but how does it affect the rest of the world? For instance, China built an entire elevated monorail system in Wuhan in just 7 months. To put that in perspective, it usually takes years to install regular train tracks. This isn't just fast, it's a whole new way of thinking about urban development. Meanwhile, in the US, projects like California's high-speed rail are years behind schedule and billions over budget. Now back to the Yangwang U8. This isn't just another SUV, it's a $152,550 engineering marvel that's pushing the limits of what cars can do. It's not designed for fun water rides, but in an emergency, its floating feature could be a lifesaver. And that's not all. The U8 can spin 360 degrees while standing still. A handy trick for navigating tight city streets or tricky off-road terrain. Performance-wise, this SUV is in a league of its own. Its 4 electric motors produce a combined 880 kilowatt, allowing it to go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.6 seconds. Supercar speed in an SUV body. As an extended-range electric vehicle, EREV, it combines a 49.0 kilowatt per hour battery with a 2.0 L turbo engine that works as a generator, giving it a total range of 1,000 kilometers, eliminating any worries about running out of power. Inside, it's a tech lover's dream, featuring 6 screens, including a massive 70-inch augmented reality heads-up display. But this isn't just about cool features. The U8's floating ability is a direct response to a real-world problem. As climate change leads to more frequent and severe flooding, vehicles that can drive through water could become essential. It's easy to see how emergency responders and rescue teams might use this technology in the future. For investors, this is an entirely new market with huge growth potential. The U8 proves that electric vehicles don't have to sacrifice power or performance, which could help win over buyers who've been hesitant to switch to EVs. Meanwhile, it's putting major pressure on companies like Tesla. While Tesla has been a Wall Street favorite for years, its dominance is being challenged. In 2022, BYD sold 1.86 million EVs, outpacing Tesla's 1.3 million, and its growth rate is much higher. If this trend continues, Tesla might find itself struggling to keep up in a market it once ruled. But China's innovations aren't just on the ground, they're reaching the skies too. Let's take to the skies and explore another game-changing technology, the EHang 216S. The EHang 216S isn't some futuristic idea of a flying car. It's a real, self-flying air vehicle that's already being tested in Guangzhou. The 216S can carry 2 passengers at speeds of up to 130 kilometers per hour, fly for 21 minutes, and travel as far as 35 kilometers. It can also reach altitudes of 3,000 meters. But here's the surprising part. There's no pilot. Instead, it follows pre-programmed routes using advanced sensors and AI. Now, you might be wondering, is it safe? EHang has made sure of that. The 216S has 16 propellers, each powered by its own electric motor. This means that even if multiple motors fail, the vehicle can still land safely. It has already completed over 2,000 test flights with passengers in different weather conditions, including strong winds of up to 70 kilometers per hour and dense fog with only 50 meters of visibility. But that's not all. EHang has also created the 216F, a firefighting version that can carry up to 150 liters of firefighting foam and 6 fire-extinguishing bombs. It has a high-powered zoom camera and a laser aiming system, allowing it to accurately target fires in tall buildings. This isn't just cool technology, it's a life-saving innovation that could change our cities. The potential impact of this technology is huge. In busy urban areas, air taxis could cut down travel time and reduce traffic jams. For emergency services, deploying firefighting equipment quickly to high-rise buildings could be a game-changer. And in places with poor road infrastructure, these flying vehicles could provide essential transport links. From a business perspective, the financial potential is enormous. EHang, the company behind the 216S, reported record-breaking quarterly revenue of 128 million RMB, about 18.3 million USD, in the third quarter of 2023, an increase of 347.5%. Investors worldwide are taking notice of this rapid growth. Speaking of futuristic city transportation, let's talk about the SkyTrain in Wuhan. This isn't just an elevated railway, it's a fully automated monorail system that stretches over 10 kilometers and moves passengers at speeds of 60 kilometers per hour. Each train can hold up to 200 people. But here's the astonishing part: the entire system was built in just 7 months. That's much faster than traditional railway construction. This speedy development shows China's ability to turn innovative ideas into real working infrastructure. But the benefits go beyond fast travel. By moving public transport above the streets, it frees up valuable space for parks, pedestrian areas, and other city improvements. This is a smart approach to urban planning that can improve life in crowded cities. For fast-growing cities around the world, this type of transportation could be a major solution to traffic congestion and pollution. For investors, it represents a huge opportunity in urban development and infrastructure. And just when you think this innovation is amazing, this next one proves even more mind-blowing. Let's take a look. China's autonomous vehicle. While flying cars capture people's imagination, China is also making big advances in self-driving cars on the ground. Companies like WeRide, BYD, and Pony.ai are leading the way, testing and expanding this technology in cities across China. In Wuhan, more than 400 driverless taxis are already in service, with plans to increase that number to over 1,000. Using these taxis is simple. People can order a ride through a smartphone app, and within minutes, a self-driving car arrives. After entering a PIN, the passenger can enjoy a completely hands-free ride through the city. These autonomous vehicles use highly advanced technology, including sensors, cameras, and artificial intelligence to safely navigate busy city streets. They can detect traffic, pedestrians, and unexpected obstacles in real time, making split-second decisions just like a human driver would. But this technology isn't just about convenience. It has the potential to completely change city transportation. Self-driving cars could significantly reduce accidents, since most crashes happen due to human mistakes. They could also make travel easier for people who can't drive, like the elderly or those with disabilities. By optimizing traffic flow and reducing the need for parking in crowded city areas, autonomous vehicles could reshape how cities are designed. From a business perspective, the self-driving car market in China is expected to grow rapidly, creating huge opportunities for investors and companies involved in this industry. T-Flight. China has just introduced an astonishing new train that moves at a breathtaking speed of 400 miles per hour, almost as fast as a jet. This incredible feat of engineering was developed by scientists at Southwest Jiaotong University, and it could soon be revolutionizing travel by reaching speeds that rival airplanes. Meet the T-Flight, a train straight out of the future. Unlike traditional trains that run on tracks with wheels, the T-Flight uses cutting-edge magnetic levitation, also known as maglev technology. Instead of rolling along, this train floats about 4 inches above the tracks, thanks to a system of powerful magnets. These magnets eliminate friction, allowing the train to glide smoothly and effortlessly at jaw-dropping speeds. During recent tests, the T-Flight reached a staggering 387 miles per hour, breaking records and proving just how fast it can go. But engineers aren't stopping there. They're working to push the limits even further, aiming to make it faster than some airplanes. The train is propelled by an advanced magnetic system. Magnets at the front generate a strong magnetic field that pulls the train forward, while other magnets keep it suspended above the track. This means there's no grinding wheels, no friction, and no slowing down due to wear and tear. If engineers succeed in further boosting its speed, The T-flight could completely transform travel. Long journeys that once took hours could be cut in half, and daily commutes could become quicker and more efficient than ever. With such groundbreaking technology and development, the future of high-speed travel is looking faster than we ever imagined. China's EV dominance. In 2022 alone, 162.475 million electric vehicles, EVs, were sold in China. That's more than the next 10 countries combined, and the growth isn't slowing down. The country has set a goal for new energy vehicles to make up 20% of all car sales by 2025. But this isn't just about numbers. It's about how fast China is adopting and improving these technologies. While other countries are still debating whether EVs are the future or if self-driving cars are safe, China is already rolling them out on a large scale. This gives them a major advantage because real-world use helps them collect data, improve their technology, and stay ahead. China's strategy goes beyond just making cars. They are building an entire system to support EVs, including charging stations, 5G networks for smart cars, and rules for self-driving vehicles. This well-rounded approach is putting pressure on Western companies. Take Tesla, for example. It has been a leader in the EV market for years, but in 2022, BYD overtook it as the world's top EV seller. And it's not just BYD. Other Chinese car brands like NIO, XPeng, and Li Auto are also gaining global attention. This shift could have a big impact on the US economy. The car industry has been a major part of American manufacturing and innovation for decades. But if China continues to lead in EVs and self-driving technology, the US could fall behind. This could mean fewer jobs in the auto industry and could even weaken America's position as a tech leader. Looking ahead, China's progress in transportation is just getting started. They're working on AI-powered traffic control, high-speed transportation projects, and futuristic innovations. One area where China is leading is high-speed rail. The country already has the world's largest high-speed rail network, covering over 38,000 kilometers. But they aren't stopping there. They're developing even faster trains, like maglev trains that could reach 600 kilometers per hour. That means traveling from Beijing to Shanghai over 1,000 kilometers in just 3.5 hours. Another breakthrough is in battery technology. As EVs become more common, there's a growing need for batteries that charge faster and last longer. Chinese companies like KTL and BYD are at the forefront, creating new battery technology that could significantly improve EV performance. China is also investing in hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, which are better suited for long-distance travel and heavy-duty transport like trucks and buses. While battery-powered EVs dominate the market now, hydrogen fuel cells could play a big role in the future. What are your thoughts on China's new transportation revolution? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.